dinosaur-like frill may only have a few left. The red wolf is slipping away, only 32 remain. Brown hyenas came back from extinction only to face bullets again. Some of these animals only have months left, others are hanging on by a thread. A parrot that can't fly lives longer than most people. A golden tiger shines like fire, only 8 are still alive. A bird that dances like it's in a disco with bright blue feet is quietly disappearing. There's even a dolphin so pink that it looks fake. These animals are so rare, most people have never seen them in real life. And what if we told you unicorns are real? Only 5 people have ever seen one swimming in the Arctic. These aren't made-up stories, these are real animals your kids might never get to see. Some are vanishing right now and no one's noticing. From a sea creature once mistaken for a mermaid to a panda-faced porpoise barely holding on. Time's running out. And unless something changes, your child might grow up in a world where these animals only live on old websites and museum walls. So get ready, click subscribe, and let's jump right in before 2025 becomes their final year on Earth. Tree kangaroo. When you think of a kangaroo, you probably imagine one hopping fast in the grasslands. But the tree kangaroo is very different. It has strong front legs, sharp claws, and a thick tail to help it climb trees like a monkey. Its fur is soft and its face looks like a teddy bear. These rare animals live in the mountain forest of Papua New Guinea and parts of Australia. One very rare type is the Wandewoi tree kangaroo. For over 90 years, people thought it was extinct. Then in 2018, it was seen in the Cyclops Mountains. Today, only around 45 are left in the wild. Their biggest danger is deforestation. When trees are cut down, they lose their homes. Hunting also puts them at risk. Conservationists now see them as living treasures. National Geographic called them one of the world's rarest and least known animals. If we lose them, kids in the future might only see them in books. Brown hyena. The brown hyena is one of Africa's least known wild animals. Unlike the loud and social spotted hyena, the brown hyena is quiet, shy, and mostly lives alone. It has a long, messy brown fur, short legs, and big ears. Some people mistake it for a strange dog or even a wild werewolf. But it's a real animal, and it's disappearing fast. Brown hyenas live in dry places like deserts and rocky areas in Namibia, Botswana, and South Africa. They don't hunt much. Instead, they follow lions or leopards and eat leftover meat. They're smart, and they can walk miles at night to find food. They also eat fruits and small animals when meat is hard to find. They're rarely seen in zoos, and many photographers wait years to spot one. The IUCN lists them as near threatened. In 2023, BBC Earth filmed one walking 30 miles in a night. Sadly, some farmers still poison them, thinking they attack livestock. Red wolf. You've heard of gray wolves, but their red-coated cousins are slipping away before most people even knew they existed. With just 32 left in the wild, the red wolf is one of Earth's most endangered canines. These aren't just smaller versions of regular wolves, they're unique species that once roamed across the entire southeastern United States. They're about the size of a German shepherd. In the 1980s, the red wolf was declared extinct in the wild. Only a few were saved and bred in zoos. It was one of the first times in U.S. history that a top predator was brought back from extinction. But their comeback didn't last long. They now face many problems again, mostly from human activity, cars, and gunshots. Farmers often mistake them for coyotes and shoot them. In 2021, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service reported that only 8 breeding pairs were left in the wild. Chinese pangolin. The Chinese pangolin is covered in brown, armor-like scales made of keratin, the same stuff as human nails. It looks like a walking pine cone and has no teeth. Instead, it uses its long, sticky tongue to eat ants and termites. It's active at night, very shy, and spends most of its time alone or curled up in burrows. Sadly, the Chinese pangolin is one of the most trafficked animals in the world. People use its scales in traditional medicine, and its meat is sold as luxury food in illegal markets. Because of this, their numbers have dropped a lot in the last 50 years. The IUCN now lists them as critically endangered. No one knows exactly how many are left, but experts believe only a few thousand remain in the wild. Pangolins were also in the news in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic.
It's an animal you've probably never heard of, but it may be at the center of the coronavirus crisis.
When some early reports said they might have played a role in the virus spreading through wildlife trade. Cotton-top tamarin. Imagine a monkey with wild white hair that looks like it's stuck in the 1980s. That's the cotton-top tamarin, a tiny primate with a fluffy white head and a body the size of a guinea pig. These monkeys live in the rainforests of northwestern Colombia. They stay in family groups and are very social and use over 30 different sounds to talk. Some scientists say their calls are as complex as early human language. But being cute didn't protect them. In the 1960s and 70s, about 40,000 were taken from the wild for medical research. Now fewer than 6,000 remain in the wild. Deforestation is the biggest danger. When trees are cut, they lose their homes fast. In 2008, the IUCN listed them as critically endangered. A group called Proyecto TT is helping protect them. They also teach locals and use plastic trash to make eco-bricks that help stop illegal logging. Without help, they could disappear forever. Talking about animals, you can also check out our video on 20 unique animals with rare color patterns. Golden tiger. The golden tiger is one of the rarest tigers on Earth. It's not a separate species, but a Bengal tiger with a special genetic color. Its fur is light gold with pale orange stripes and a white belly. It almost looks like it's glowing in the sunlight, which is why it's sometimes called the strawberry tiger. Some people didn't even believe they were real. But they are, just extremely rare. In fact, the first recorded golden tiger in modern history was born in a zoo in the 1980s. But their rarity makes them priceless. Every single one traces back to a single tiger named Tony, born in captivity in the 1970s. Today they're the rock stars of the big cat world. Zoos lucky enough to have one draw crowds just to catch a glimpse of their unreal coats. Amur leopard. Picture the rarest cat in the world. So rare you could fit every single one alive into a school auditorium. That's the Amur leopard. With only about 100 left clinging to survival in the snowy forest between Russia and China, its long legs and thick fur help it walk on snow, and it can leap more than 10 feet in a single jump. Each Amur leopard has a unique pattern of black spots like a fingerprint. The Amur leopard was once called the ghost of the forest because it's so rarely seen. In 2012, a rare video from a camera trap finally showed a wild Amur leopard walking through the Russian snow. The moment gave hope to wildlife experts around the world. It's now listed as critically endangered by the IUCN. Groups like WWF are working to grow the population, but they still need help. Blue-footed booby. You know a bird is special when its feet are brighter than a tropical postcard. The blue-footed booby's bright blue feet aren't just for show, they help them find a mate. Males do silly high-step dances, lifting one blue foot, then the other like dancing at a bird disco. The bluer the feet, the healthier the bird. These seabirds live along the Pacific coast of South America, especially around the Galapagos Island, where Charles Darwin studied animals in the 1800s. On land, they waddle clumsily, which is why sailors called them the boo-boo, Spanish for fool. But in the air, they dive at 60 miles per hour, turning into skilled hunters that catch fish with perfect timing. Sadly, their numbers in the Galapagos dropped by more than 50% between 1960 and 2012, likely because warmer oceans changed fish availability. They're not endangered yet, but they do need protection. These funny birds with bright blue feet deserve to keep dancing for generations to come. Peruvian black spider. The Peruvian black spider monkey is one of the smartest monkeys in the Amazon rainforest. It has a long tail that helps it swing through trees with great balance. It's also one of the largest monkeys in South America. It has thick black fur, a small face, and eyes that look full of emotion. These monkeys live in groups and talk using loud calls, some so loud they can be heard from over a mile away. Scientists say they have big brains for their size and often use smart tricks to find food. But their home in the Amazon is being destroyed. Forest fires, tree cutting, and hunting have made their numbers drop very fast. The IUCN lists them as critically endangered, which means they could disappear forever if no action is taken. In 2020, National Geographic named the black spider monkey one of the most at-risk primates in the world. Pyrenean desman. The Pyrenean desman looks like a mix of a mole, a mouse, and a tiny platypus. It has a long, flexible nose, webbed feet, and thick fur. It lives near fast-flowing rivers in the Pyrenees Mountains between Spain and France. This animal is small, only about 6 inches long, but very good at swimming. It mostly comes out at night to hunt insects and worms underwater. There are only about 1,500 Pyrenean desmans left in the wild. That number is dropping fast. Pollution, dam building, and the drying up of mountain rivers have made their homes disappear. They're now listed as vulnerable by the IUCN, and their situation is getting worse. The desman is so rare that it's sometimes called Europe's most mysterious mammal. Even scientists struggle to find and study it. Most people in Spain and France have never seen one in real life. Before proceeding to our next selection, we invite you to explore our video on 10 most recent extinct animals with rare videos. Now, back to our list. Dugong. Centuries ago, sailors swore they saw mermaids, but they were probably spotting dugongs. These gentle giants graze on seagrass in warm coastal waters, using their bristly lips to vacuum up meals. They can live up to 70 years, grow over 10 feet long, and are the ocean's only strictly vegetarian mammals. Globally, there may still be fewer than 100,000 dugongs, but in many regions, their populations are disappearing. In 2022, dugongs were declared functionally extinct in China, meaning they haven't been seen there in years. Boats, pollution, and habitat loss are the biggest dangers. Seagrass, their main food, is being destroyed by fishing and coastal building. In the Philippines and parts of India, locals believe dugongs bring luck, and some areas have started protection efforts. If we're not careful, the real-life mermaids might vanish before we ever really got to know them. Cebu-frilled lizard. The Cebu-frilled lizard is one of the rarest reptiles in the world. It's found only on Cebu Island in the Philippines, and even there, it's extremely hard to find. When threatened, it flares a huge, colorful frill around its neck, just like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. The exact number of Cebu-frilled lizards left is unknown, but scientists believe the population is critically low, possibly only a few dozen left in the wild. Deforestation on Cebu has destroyed almost all of their natural habitat. The island lost about 99% of its forest, leaving the lizard with almost nowhere to go. Unlike other famous reptiles, this one isn't in zoos or TV shows. Most people have never seen it. But it's part of the Philippines' natural heritage, and losing it would mean losing a unique piece of the island's wildlife forever. narwhal. If someone said unicorns are real, you might laugh, but the narwhal is the ocean's version. They live in cold Arctic waters near Canada, Greenland, and Russia. Male narwhals have a long spiral tusk that can grow up to 10 feet. It's actually a tooth. And scientists think it helps them sense things and attract mates. Narwhals can dive over 5,000 feet deep to find fish and squid. They usually travel in small groups but may gather in large numbers during summer. Even with their unique tusks, narwhals are shy and hard to see. Around 170,000 still live in the wild. They are listed as least concern by the IUCN, but face danger from climate change as sea ice is melting and from hunting. Narwhals are special in Inuit culture and even showed up in the movie Elf, where one says, "Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad."
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
But these real-life sea unicorns need our help to make sure they don't disappear. White lion. Lions are supposed to be golden, right? Not these ones. White lions look like they've stepped out of a snowstorm with fur so pale it almost glows in the African sun. Only about 250 exist today, and almost none live in the wild anymore. These aren't albinos. Their white color comes from a rare gene that's been passed down for generations. Their white color comes from a rare gene called leucism. These lions are mainly found in South Africa, especially in the Timbavati region. For years, people thought white lions were only legends. In fact, they were only officially documented in 1938. But they became famous after being featured in the 1977 book, The White Lions of Timbavati, by Chris McBride. White lions are sometimes seen in pop culture too. A white lion named Aslan appeared in the animated film The Lion Guard. These animals might look like they belong in stories, but they are real and close to vanishing forever. Whooping crane. The whooping crane is the tallest bird in North America.